I'm back. Okay. This piece is entitled The Masterpiece, and it's an ode to pretty ladies. I planted the seeds of an individual into the corpse of a lifetime that is indeed residual, for I feel as if the typical I am woman hear me roar speech is a little overbore, and that this child growing within is a queen to be, for I'm to teach versus that of a whore. This is more than what science deems pregnancy. This is the conception of my legacy. And these are the thoughts of a spirit that will inevitably rot the sophistication of what it really means to ride a beat. So it's here I'll say, F Wall Street. Because when it's all said and done, we will have occupied all streets. See, now, it's no coincidence God created man before woman. Testing 1, 2, 3. It's called the rough draft before the masterpiece. And yet the mistress would get respect because you see beauty, well, she fell in love with a beast. These are the lyrics of a tortured spirit, the methodical colloquy of a mind that screams, help me. And yet what's only crazy is that a dog's loyalty wasn't checked before the word bitch became disrespect. And let's not forget your mother could have potentially had her power ripped in order for you to make your entrance. So your best bet is to respect it. See, now there's no denying it. When you're the last of a dying breed, life is the only horror movie necessary to be seen. And it tends to be a tad bit lonely. So dear diary, what's a girl to do when she's not a size 2 and unpleasantly viewed for what society says is the definition of a prude? Simply sip your PD like a lady and F them if they can't hang, because the vag isn't just any old thing. You see its power, even if deflowered. Kings have had armies slaughtered in an effort to conceal the purity of their daughters, and weaklings who fall in just a tad bit harder will spend their last dime for a little one-on-one time. But then when it's no, she chimes, apparently the male ego can't handle the blow because all of a sudden it's, I ain't even want that hoe. But in whose eyes is she really worth those cries when you're the fool who instituted the price and once rejected felt as if you were the one victimized? Like I said, it's power. Let her disappear and the world will come to a halt like the demise of New York's towers. I didn't even mention the fact that it stretches from the size of a lemon to allow 8-pound children to grace this earth's presence only because the heavens declared you deserving of a little present called a resurrection. It takes a pillar of strength to bleed for about a week because first off, it feels like an eternity, especially since there is no time to skip a beat. For the house must stay clean, the family must continue to eat, and he may stay dry humping like a dog in the heat. All I'm trying to say is that women's live is every day. This isn't male bashing or masculinity's downplay because real men are indeed appreciated in every way, but it's evident that our non-existence would mean detriment. Point blank, these are the words of Eve's descent. These are the words of feminine martyrs, hierarchical daughters, and rebel soldiers. The words of political devils for whom first in history we can't help but revel. We are the images of sexual examples. Yes, we represent earthly angels. We are the remnants of Adam's ribcage, and we were all too blessed to have Joan of Arc, Billie Holiday, and Rosa Parks play sage. When the likes of Marian Anderson, Ruby Dee, or Marilyn Monroe stepped foot on a stage, you knew it was time for a change. So to the girls who have yet to gain a place in this world, you are a leader, not a follower. Blind fury, never obvious rage, and with age, the first lesson of your life book begins with this on the first page, that you are priceless. Because the price of the best could never be afforded by those who believe about themselves any less. You are tough, and because life can and will get rough, remember God made you a girl for a reason. With these words, he knew you'd fight like one, always, regardless of season. And you see, that should never be taken as an insult because we fight with victory as a result. We don't play games. We are the wildest and the hardest to tame, so yes, be proud. And to all the ladies of this here crowd, I just want to let you know that you are the most beautiful of God's imagination. Because you keep his race in rotation. As you continue to be the backbone of civilization, remain inspiration. Because as he takes pride in his creation, he is indeed smiling down in elation. Thank you.
Give it up for